October 7th attack. The former president said in an interview published today that Israel was not prepared for what happened on October 7th and that Benjamin Netanyahu has been rightfully criticized for that as well. Do you agree with that?
Look, I'm not going to assess the intel or the decisions that were made. I think the October 7th attack surprised the entire world. I think that was true of our intelligence community as well. And you know, Israel is a very close ally of ours. In our view, it's the most precious ally that we have, the only democracy in the Middle East. There's a lot of reasons that we stand by Israel and always have and always must. But I think that there was I think they were obviously very secretive about what they were plotting and planning, and it's a warning sign to other nations and other freedom-loving people around the world. Terrorists never sleep, and evil doesn't rest, and they are plotting these things right now. And it's, as an aside, we're deeply concerned, as are leaders in the current administration, I think, about what we might be facing here on our own shores. With that wide open border that's been open for over 3 years, we know we have dangerous persons and suspects on the terrorism watch list that have been apprehended at the border. We don't know how many of them have actually come in. We don't know if there are terrorist cells set up in a community near you. But FBI Director Christopher Wray testified now on multiple occasions to Congress that all the red lights are flashing. This is a dangerous time. We all need to walk circumspectly. We need to be watching out for this, and that's why it's so important to call out the evil when we see it. We cannot allow this stuff to grow and fester in the country. It is anti-Semitism, as I said, is a virus, and it will spread if it's not stamped out.
Mr. Speaker, the problem of anti-Semitism on campuses is acute, but the question that's begged here is why isn't this a whole of anti-Semitism approach? There was a neo-Nazi march the other day in Charleston, just 3 days ago. A lot of the physical threats to Jews, the most acute physical threats, continue to come from the far right, from people who embrace the great replacement theory, which has been echoed even by some people in your own caucus. Why not extend this to make this a whole of anti-Semitism investigation and thereby not be accused of making this partisan?
This is not partisan at all. We'll call this out anywhere that it occurs, but what's captured the nation's attention is what is happening on the university campuses, because it should be so easily controlled. You have radical fringe groups on the right and left who do crazy things and say crazy things, and it's up to local and state law enforcement typically to get a handle on that. If they go out on a public street, you'll see law enforcement respond appropriately. What's happening on the campuses, though, especially these private and the Ivy League universities, is that they're not allowing law enforcement to come in. They're not inviting them to do their job and bring order to the chaos. Those are the policy changes that we're demanding, and if they don't correct this quickly, you will see Congress respond in kind. You're going to see funding sources begin to dry up. You're going to see every level of accountability that we can muster, and that's what this work of these committees and these fine chairpersons are going to be involved in. And we'll say stay tuned, and you'll see much more. Thanks for the time today.